Hello everyone and welcome. This is a very special occasion because this is episode 100 of #PlayingTogether and we have two new guests.
And it will be a special episode. We are going to play in film noir genre with Stacy and Willem from the Netherlands. Hello, are you both in Amsterdam?
Roughly 3 kilometers apart from each other.
3? Oh. Okay.
How's the weather there? Here is awful today.
I would love to tell you that you should come over to Amsterdam, but it's not much better here.
Not at all.
It's raining, like they say, cats and dogs here as well. It was a very
more
bad
like
day.
Elephants and crocodiles here.
Yeah. So it's the first time we play together, the four of us, and doing a film noir. So we are going for a suggestion out of the Fedora, and I have some suggestions which I will put in. And yeah, that will be the suggestion of our little show. Okay, nice hats. Okay, let me pick one. Okay, hat back on. Okay, this one is from Sarah de Sable. So many thanks, Sarah, for the suggestion. It's an illegal activity, she mentioned, selling booze during prohibition. Selling booze during prohibition. So, okay, let's have some fun.
Prohibition. I've been working for Detective Bazel for 23 years. And before that, I worked for his father. Detective Bazel, he's much more talented and ambitious than his father. I am his right hand. I take care of all the folders. I keep track on people, phones, addresses. Well, I clean, of course, a little bit around. And I can be whatever he wants me to be. I can be here in the office. I can go to the bank. I can go to the countryside. I can drive a car. Detective Bazel, he is the best in town. But this last case is giving him a headache. I'm going to prepare some tea and breakfast and coffee, of course, for him.
This case is giving me a headache.
How much time? We need to talk about it. It's not moving forward at all.
We still haven't discovered where they are bootlegging the booze. We've searched everywhere here in Atlantic City. My secretary has been doing everything that she can for me, making tea, driving me around. But I feel that you, Alexandra, have the key to this case. You are the one with the connections.
I can ask around, I think. I've tried it several times. I'm not really on good terms with the people.
I
Gonna be rough.
brought tea and coffee and homemade cookies. Oh, Miss Alexandra with all the connections.
Hi, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Long time no see.
Yes, detective. I have the toilet paper as you asked. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Much needed. This case is not only giving me a headache.
Yeah, if you need anything else, I will be in the other room smoking.
That is a very, very wise idea indeed.
Let's go there. Let's think a bit about it.
My name is Tom Levinsky. I'm just back in town. I did 3 years in state prison. Awful place, but the guys started to respect me. They called me Tom the Dangerous Man. I don't like to work or have a job. I don't like to have a boss either. I'm my own boss. I started an illegal business selling booze. You know, people in this city are weak. They are like cockroaches. They go to everything which is sweet, which smells like candy, and to alcohol.
No, sir. Would you have my cigarette?
Here you go, here's a light.
You are. You're little Tommy. Little Tommy. I was friends with your mother.
I don't like to be...
Barbara Screw.
Barbara? Oh yes,
Yeah.
I remember you. God, you are grown up.
Grown up, I'm an old lady. You, Tommy, little Tommy, you were such a naughty kid. Yes, you once stole money from my purse for candies or for cigarettes. Who knows? Are you back in town? I thought you were
Yeah, I'm back in...
holiday or.
Yeah, I had a 3-year state holiday.
Oh, I see. I hope you won't be back in trouble, Tommy. Tommy Lewinsky. You know, I work over there for Detective Bazel. He's very good. He's very good.
One of my principles is never to talk with a woman in a bar, especially not when she's working for a private dig.
Anyway, I have to go back to my job. I have so many things to do.
May I ask you a question? This Detective Bazel,
What about Detective Basil?
what is he working on lately?
Well, that's something I'm not allowed to share with you, my dear Tommy.
Come on, we know each other so long.
I don't know.
No. Well, perhaps...
Okay, it's a very special case. This is the only thing I can share with you right now, but it will be all over the news and the newspapers very, very soon. I will take care of that because my dear Detective Basil, he needs the, you know.
Okay, well, I guess I see you around
Thanks.
one day.
See you.
See you.
Alexandra. Alexandra, we've limited the number of places where we can find our culprit to 4 bars. This is where your work comes in, and it will be seedy. These are not the fanciest bars here in Atlantic City, but you owe me. Remember that. I helped you send away your husband to prison. Yes, it benefited my career, but you owe me for that. I want you to go in there. I want you to go in there and ask around casually about where the liquor is coming from, who is supplying. Make sure it doesn't lead back to me.
I can sense it. I can sense him. You know, after all these years, his manner is now different. I can sense that he's involved again. I don't really want this man in my life anymore.
It is for both of us that whoever is behind it needs to be put behind bars. Yes, it will get me promoted, but I'm doing it because it's right. I'm doing it because without it, I would be nothing. I've seen the gutter. I've seen the inside of a bottle. I've seen what life can do to a man. And I'm going to be better than that.
You saved my life, detective, once. I know that. I'm afraid you're asking for too much, though. I don't know. I trust you, you know, with my whole heart. It's just, this man is toxic. If I'm near to him, I cannot resist the attraction. He's always talking these lies, and I tend to fall into it.
You must put him out of your mind. He has gone to jail. He's not a good man. I will admit, once upon a time, he was a grape ready to be turned into a fine wine, but the grape has gone sour. Don't let him get near you.
I'll try to find something. I'll try not to run into him again. I'll tell you.
Keep me updated.
Yes, I have to clean the office. It's so he shouldn't be enter here with his shoes on. Everything is so what is this? Oh, a bottle of nice whiskey. That's weird. I hope Detective Bazel is not back to drinking.
Ding dong.
It's just an evidence.
Ding dong.
I'm coming. Just takes me some time. Yes, come in.
It's me again.
I told you I work here and you came, but I cannot give you, Tommy, more details about our cases because you are not a policeman or a detective or a judge.
Look, we know each other already for a long time, so cut the crap. I had a chat with a couple of guys in the bar, which I know from the past. They told me that your Detective Bazel is looking in certain cases which have my interest.
Do you want to become a detective yourself?
No, I want to have a chat with Mr. Bazel, because he's doing very dangerous things. I want to see him personally. Where is he?
Well, he's not here right now. I guess I can schedule an appointment for you. So, how about in 4 months, or better, in 1 year from now?
Okay, I know enough. You obviously don't want to talk to me, nor you want to keep me away from Mr. Bazel. I will come back.
Okay.
I will try to speak him on my own grounds. See you later.
Tell me, what kind of business can he have with Detective Bazel?
I really hope it's not him. I really hope he's not going to come here. Thomas?
Alexandra. My God. My God, you look attractive.
Thomas, how could you?
I missed you so much the last 3 years. You know that you were the only woman in my life. All my other women, they didn't mean anything for me.
Fucking lies, I know it. I know it, you've always been like that. What again? What are you doing in this city? Are you expanding your empire? Want to reach every big city in this country?
A man has to do what a man has to do. You know me. What times we had years ago. You were so attractive as my...
I was young, Thomas. I was young.
Yeah, you were young. You were so attractive as my nicest Chevrolet I ever had. You were wild. Are you still wild?
You know, Thomas, when you've done the whole thing to me, you know what happened to me? I was heartbroken. I was broke. I was alone. You know that I had to marry a guy. I had to marry a shoemaker. The guy was just at this bar, just a matter of convenience, you know? And he didn't take it so well. I was so anxious all the time. I was thinking that you're gonna come, that you're gonna kill him, that you're gonna kill me.
I was away, yeah. I was away on a state holiday, you know that. I spent 3 years. Otherwise I would have done that.
You were supposed to be there for 5. How come you're here?
I had good connections with the warden.
See?
Yeah, he signed the papers. I'm on parole now. You know, Alexandra, when I was in the war, I fought for my country. And when I came back, you know, I had no job. People looked at me like I was a piece of dirt. I was 22 years old. And I came here to Atlantic City with that vision of being someone, to make a fortune, to work, for example, like my father in the bank. But no, they didn't want to have a damaged soldier. So I did the only thing I was good in. Earning money along the side. You know?
You have so many talents, Thomas. How come? It's such a pity.
I
fell in love with you. I was just a young girl in the city from a small town trying to find my place.
I still remember that. We've met in a bar not far from here. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it's closed now.
Anyway. So you're married now with another guy.
He's left me. He ran away, same as you did once.
Alexandra, perhaps we can start again. Join me in my business. I make good liquor.
Of course.
We will be rich. We can do whatever we want. We go to Florida after this. A couple of good deals and we are out of the city, out of this dump. The stinky cities. And we go back. We go to the seaside. We have a good life together. Let's do that, Alexandra.
I have some obligations, you know. I really hope you didn't tell me that.
Alexandra, just one thing. A woman doesn't care how a guy makes a living, yeah? Just how he makes love.
I love this side of you, Thomas, you know.
I told you shouldn't come to the office with your shoes on. I have slippers for you here if you fancy to use them sometimes.
Understand, I have bad news. If I don't crack this case, I will not be able to retain your services. And I remember how much you've done for me and for my father. You were there when he drank himself to death. You have given me tea, slippers, moral support, everything that a detective could ask for, but this case might be the end.
Oh, listen, Basil. I was there when you came to this world. I helped your mother pushing you out in this world, and she died an hour later, poor thing. And then your father, he started drinking. Can I also, yeah, please. And your father, he used to say that good booze is his only salvation. And then he died. And I can smell the whiskey in your breath, Basil. It's this woman, Alexandra. Every time you meet a beautiful lady, you start with the whiskey in your breath.
And I'm not sure if you could understand. Alexandra has the kind of eyes that stare into your soul, that stir your insides. I would kill for a woman like that.
Listen, I have to go and do my manicure. But I know that her husband, little Tommy Lewinsky, who is a grown-up man, he's back in town. And I remember that he, little Tommy, and his family, they were dealing with distribution of liquor. I remember that. I'm not that old. I can still remember some things. I was thinking, him coming back, you know, at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know what it has to come from you because you're the detective. Just
say no more. The dots have been connected. I will talk to Alexandra. She can talk to him.
That's a good idea. I think you can definitely finish this case successfully. Just keep your brain active. No alcohol and less Alexandra. I'm going to fix my manicure now.
You do that.
I was thinking about Alexandra all the time. Looking at her, I realized me what I missed all these years. She was like now in my mind as a spider who was sitting on the ceiling, and it's the middle of the night, and you can't sleep, and you look at that spider, and that spider doesn't move, and it's always there. It's like waiting just to lower it on a little thread, just to attack you. And that was how I felt about her, but then in a good way. Oh. I really hope that she will choose my side. We will have a beautiful future together. Because crime pays off.
Alexandra, thank you for coming to my apartment. I was wondering if you have made any advances with your research.
Got a light? Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Detective Bazel.
Right.
I think you have to step out from this case. I beg you, please do so.
Why?
I have to choose. You don't really want me to choose.
What choices do you have? I see one. You know what the deal is between us. It's always been that way, and I can offer you a future. If I crack this case, I'm up for promotion. It's going to be Los Angeles. I remember that you always wanted to be an actress. Your past partners never gave you that space, that opportunity. They've been hamstring you. They've been cutting off your wings.
You're all the same, talking lies, promising, and promising, as if you're capable of doing that. Please, I beg you, step out. I think about it. I see you tomorrow in your office. I hope you're ready to drop this case right there. Otherwise...
What did you hear? Spell it out.
He's going to come for you. Listen.
Oh. Tom. Huh. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was me in the car behind you.
I see.
Behind your car. Yes, I followed you here. It's a weird place.
I don't
Do you
like
have
to.
a special meeting with someone here?
First of all, I don't like to be followed.
Well, see, I like following people.
Okay.
That's my job as a secretary of Detective Bazel. He's such a good boy. Oh, but he is a little bit naive. I'm not, though. I know about your family business. I knew your parents and your uncles. Whole family.
I know you know. And I don't like how you try to involve yourself in my business.
Know that drinking alcohol is illegal in this town. You can only drink beer, 2%.
We are
What
all
do you
alone.
have there on your belt?
It's a gun.
Oh, I forgot my gun. I guess my memory is not that good anymore.
It's a Colt .45. Do you want to see it?
I don't. Oh, it's a beautiful one. Yes, definitely.
What do you know exactly of my business?
I see. I don't know everything, but I know I am on the right way, and I help Basil with the case because I know everybody in this town. I know people who are dead already. I know everything about everybody. You just came back, but I'm planning to keep my eye on you, and I will follow you a lot with my car. I will be like your shadow.
Have you seen that we are alone in this narrow street? Just a shady lamppost. I don't like the way you interfere.
Could you please put this gun away, Tommy? It's not good for you to play with it.
No. You don't
Listen,
think I will go back to the state prison? Do you think I will go back?
You don't want to be a murderer. You don't want to become a murderer, trust me.
You are only a murderer when they catch you.
Well, that's true, I have to admit. I'm just an old lady.
I don't care. They will think they have robbed you.
Started losing my memory.
Take a purse. Some coins. Okay. No one. Let's go.
Thomas, honey. Honey, are you coming? What's wrong with you? You look... Something happened?
No, nothing happened. Alexandra, I was thinking, tonight I can do a really big deal with a customer, and after that we can leave together. I like to go out of this city. This city has no future, not for me and not for you.
I think you're caught in the rain, Tommy. They're onto you. Both of them. The detective Bazel, he knows you're involved. And you know this lady, she's just so smart, and she remembers everything. Don't do it.
Alexandra, I give you a choice. Do you come with me or not? Are you my friend or are you against me?
I'm trying to help. Can't you see that? I'm trying to help you. Just don't do it. Just let's go. Let's go now. Without the money. We don't need the money.
No. Okay. I need to have the money first. And then we can go. And then we have a future without any problems. Just the two of us. Okay?
I'm supposed to meet the detective this morning. What do you want me get involved in? I don't understand that.
Look, that old lady, I wasted her.
What? You know for how many years she worked in that office?
She knew too much. She was after me.
You have no heart, Tommy. Have you forgotten how to feel?
What do you know about feelings? I was in the war. I was 3 years in the Nick. What do you know? How a man feels when he's there?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I know.
Okay, I just had to do what I had to do, okay? A man has to do what a man has to do.
What do I say to him tomorrow? He asks me, where is...
I don't know, but you can do me one favor. Take my Colt, .45. Just keep it for me, okay?
I'm gonna hide it.
Yes, hide it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you say.
No one should find that one with me.
Okay. I see. Okay. Good. And be careful, okay? I'll try to keep him away from you.
Good. One day. I just need one day. I do the transaction. I pick you up tomorrow evening and we're gone.
Okay.
Sweetheart. God, you're so romantic.
You're impossible, Tommy.
Where is she? She said she was going to be here in the morning. I should have read her eyes instead of letting her eyes read me. I fear that Alexandra might not choose me. She told me to walk away from this case, but I can't. Not after what happened to my father. Not after what nearly happened to me. The alcohol needs to go, and I need to go to bigger places. With her by my side, I thought.
Ding dong.
Alexandra,
Hi,
good to see you.
Dr. Bates. You look fresh.
You told me things yesterday which gave me room to think.
Okay.
And I concluded that my Smith & Wesson is the answer. Smith & Wesson is the answer to so many things. It's a way of life. It's security. It's danger at the same time. I concluded that I will not step back from this case. I want you to tell me what I already know, that it is your ex, soon to be late husband, who is behind this. And then I want you to tell me what we both already know, that you will go with me to Los Angeles, to a brighter future. Because I can do that. I can offer you a future. He can only offer you history.
Why are you so wise? Detective Bazel, how... You're
Miss
alone.
Miss Anderson made me see sense. I did not touch the bottle last night. Speaking of which, I have not seen her today.
Yeah.
Here.
Me neither, but it's Saturday, right? So she doesn't have to come on Saturdays. So.
She's dedicated. She would be here knowing how important this case is on Saturday, on Sunday. Miss Anderson is true salt of the earth.
I'm pretty sure there should be an explanation. Maybe we should head to her place and ask her.
Alexandra, tell me, what do you know?
I know nothing. I know that she said that it's probably my ex-husband. That's true, yeah. And I know that it is probably him. I couldn't find him though, but...
Then why did you ask me to move away from this case if you are not involved at all?
Because I know him. I know how dangerous he is.
Knew him?
I don't think he's changed.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Come on in.
So, Mr. Bazel, what an honor to meet you for the first time.
Tommy, I've been itching to meet you.
See, you know my name. Mr. Bazel, I gave a couple of hints already to your assistant. I don't want to be bothered with your investigations, but you don't listen.
I have sworn an oath, a duty to protect my country, a duty to rid country of the harms of illegal alcohol. Everything you see around here is perfectly legal.
Well, Mr. Bazel, either you are a very stupid man or a very reckless man. But whatever you are, it will not end good, I can promise you that. Isn't that, Alexandra?
Permittant.
Alexandra?
I don't know what this man is talking about.
Come on, Alexandra.
I think you heard her.
Alexandra, show him the gun. Show him.
What?
Come on.
Which gun?
The gun in your purse, which you used to kill the assistant.
I don't know. I don't have a gun in my purse. Let's
Go
be clear here.
I do. It's not your gun. but it's a gun and it is loaded.
Alexandra, show the gun. Take the gun. Take the gun. Come.
No,
It's
no,
a
Tommy, no.
It's a
You're not
moment.
gonna-
It's the moment to choose sides. Yeah. Choose.
Yes, Alexandra, choose. Take
Choose.
my gun. My life is not worth living without you by my side.
We can have a future in Miami. We can be lovers until the end of our lives. You know that?
In prison together, our romantic, I can offer you a future. You will be on every movie screen from the West Coast to the East,
Don't listen
as
to
you
that.
always dreamed of.
Don't listen to that private dick.
Tommy. We met when I was just a small girl. I was lost in the city. You helped me. You raised me. Almost. You taught me life.
You own me.
But, Tommy, I'm no small girl anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tommy.
No. Alexandra,
Sorry.
don't do that. Don't do that. No. No.
Yes. Take the gun, please. Take it. Take it.
I will clean it off right now. It's gonna be okay. You made the right choice. You have made our country a safe place. 3 phone calls, and this body will go away, and we're on our way to a brighter future.
3 phone calls and this body will go away. You're no different, aren't you? It's so good I have that gun in my purse. You know what? I better go off alone. I'm sorry.
Alexandra, you did this for your future as well as mine, as well as that of the country. Don't
Now I can
throw
see
it
my
away now.
future. And now I can see my future, and it's bright. How couldn't I see that? It's just me. It's just my choices. Why didn't I do it? Why did I drag myself in all this awful swamp with these people? I'm free now.
Well, this poor little Tommy, he took my eye. Well, I survived. I guess I'm just an old vampire. I'm nicknaming now. There is a new detective coming in this office. I hope he will be better than Detective Bazel. And this girl, Miss Alexandra, well, she wasn't that naive. Which is good. I'm happy for her. Yes, the new detective will be here soon. I have to put some toilet paper in the toilet.
End scene. Okay. Thank you so much.
Great story.
Good story. And we had 3 deaths. Oh my god. I didn't.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
You are the only murderer among us, Stacy.
That's true.
I didn't saw that coming, Alexandra.
Right.
Okay. Well, guys, it was so great that you were with us. Lovely story.
Thank you for having us.
Exactly.
It was lots
Thank
of
you very
fun.
much. It was a lot of fun.
It was definitely. I hope we can do that again, also on stage. That would be so
Yes.
awesome.
Yes,
Absolutely.
in September or in July.
Yeah, yeah, definitely in the
Sooner the
autumn.
better.
Okay, I'm going to bring us offline. So everyone watching, so many thanks. And this was episode 100 of #PlayingTogether. So many thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.